Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV. I'm Clyde Whiting, and tonight we bring you round 2 of the BSTV Truck Series. In the booth with me tonight, I have our resident NASCAR expert. That is very tongue-in-cheek, Mr. Bill Switzer. Good evening.
It certainly is tongue-in-cheek. Good evening, Clyde.
And also, we have our driving roving reporter, Mr. Tyler Newitt. Good evening.
Hello.
Right, so, Bill, we saw some fantastic racing last time out at Charlotte. I did, obviously I was racing, so I did watch the commentary back, and I think you guys nailed it by saying, the trucks are overpowered. They have hardly any downforce, hardly any brakes, and they are a handful to get round any track. But then we come to the tricky triangle, the flat track that is Pocono. It's really going to be a challenge on another level for these drivers tonight, Bill.
Yeah, most definitely. It's very, very difficult. Got a lot of situations here. You got a very high speed front straightaway into a very tricky corner, which is more than 90 degrees. It's only got 3 corners here, as Clyde mentioned, the tricky triangle. And a lot of people overestimate, going into that corner. And then we shoot down the short shoot down to the tunnel turn. And the tunnel turn is very slick. You don't hit that quite right. You don't have a lot of room on the exit. And a lot of people brush the wall out there or crash into the wall. And then down that next leg into the turn 3, which goes onto the front straightaway. Now that seems to go on forever. Very flat. You try to go fast, and you just can't go really fast. Otherwise, you push up and just can't hang on to it. So it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy.
And we won't talk to Tyler yet because he's on the track. We have had a number of call-offs tonight due to illness, and obviously the race favourite is now your commentator and cameraman. So that's another body down, but we've still got 10 trucks on the track. I nearly said 10 tracks on the truck. And last time out, we had a convincing win for Buster Crawls. Now, what do you think this week, Bill? He's top of the pile in practice, but it's one of them, because the track is so flat, it just doesn't give you any room for error, does it? One understeery moment and you've pancaked the right-hand side of your truck.
Very, very, very true. And of course, Buster really, we found out that this wasn't his first rodeo. He's a Yank, and apparently he's done a little, or is he from, I think he's from Belgium, I'm sorry. But anyway, I think he's done a lot of this before, and I think some of the guys that haven't done a lot of oval racing in the truck learned a few lessons next time, and I think you're going to see a little more, a little closer competition this time. And you're going to have to, like you said, try to avoid the mistakes as much as possible. Try to hang on to them in the draft. This track should draft pretty good. You're moving a brick through the air, so if you can get close to them, you should do pretty well down, especially down the front straightaway. So I don't think it's going to be a runaway, Clyde.
Yeah, and this, the schedule for this series, even though it's a short schedule, for the guys that are not used to racing ovals and just want to go, we've gone from a 1.5 mile intermediate track to this, which is probably one of the weirdest tracks in NASCAR. And then we go to Daytona, which again is totally different. So, these guys are having to learn really, really quickly and on the fly, as we see Tyler put a stripe on the wall.
Yeah, that's pretty common on the tunnel turn. It's it's slick there. You're going in there pretty quick, and there's not a lot of camber in any of these corners. I mean, it looks like there is, but you're really sailing around this course. So you've got to really, it's like on ice basically. It should be very interesting, I think. I've been there in person myself many times for NASCAR, and it's really an amazing track. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's in the hills of the Pocono Mountains, kind of eastern Pennsylvania in the U.S. And it really it's different. It's even different for the NASCAR, the real guys that race here. They have a tough time with this track.
Yeah, you hear a lot of the real life NASCAR drivers saying it's a track that they treat like a road course. Tyler, any explanation on why they would say that?
Well, it's 3 distinct corners, and you can't make the car perfect in all 3 corners. You just can't, which is probably part of why, most of the ovals in NASCAR, they're, two different corners at most, and they're slightly different from each other. But each one of the corners here is extremely different because they're each modeled after different tracks in the world. I think it's Trenton, Indianapolis, and something else. I don't remember what the third track is, but it's really tough to put in not only one good lap but consistent good laps because the track is so different end to end, and of course it all changes too depending if you've got the tow down that monster straight. Turn 1's going to be drive completely different than it would in clean air. So it's there's a lot to it, which is really why treating it like a road course, especially before they repaved it like this version, each of the turns is rather slower than you think it should be, and you kind of have to blow it up pretty well for each one of the corners. So I would say that's probably what likens it more to a road course than most other tracks on the calendar outside of, say, Indianapolis.
And what? Obviously, you've been out and done your qualifying. What are the track conditions like for today's race?
Not pleasant. Looks like we got some shade now, which will be good. But the track is slick, and the wear is tremendous, which is not unusual at Pocono because the turns are, especially the tunnel turn and turn 3, they're so flat. You're scrubbing a lot every single lap. But I was losing anywhere from a tenth to 3/10 a lap on any of the kind of longer stints that I did. So there is going to be significant fall off over the course of the race. And we saw at Charlotte, the Chimera cars in particular were very good at managing that tire fall off. So I would expect, I think he might have left the session, but if Simon Trendle gets back in, I would expect him to be quick. And we know Brian is quick as well. And at Charlotte, and is, I think, still on pole here. So it's going to be a matter of hanging on, I think, over the course of the stint. 1 lap pace is one thing, but how can you kind of nurse the car throughout the stint?
Yeah, and obviously with not many trucks, I think we've got 11 now because Harrison Hoffman has joined. There's every possibility of some big long runs, Bill, and that's going to be a challenge in itself as the grip wears down on the tyres and the trucks start to handle a little bit more awkward than normal over the course of a run.
Most certainly, and I think you could get in a lot of trouble too if you lose touch with the main pack. I think you could, if you get behind in here, it's going to be a long day riding around here by yourself. So I think you got to stay with somebody. And like Tyler mentioned, even when we were in car with him when he was out there. I don't know whether he was qualifying or whatever he was doing, but when he went through the tunnel turn, that definitely looked like the slickest corner. Holy cow, he was like 90 degrees opposite lock coming out of that corner, and that's a fast corner. I mean, it's slow in comparison, but you're flying along there pretty well. So it's not a lot of camber there. And I would say he mentioned the corners modeled after tracks. I'm not sure which one, but it looks like the last turn is Indianapolis to me. That's kind of that flat, long, kind of sweeping kind of corner. I find that the toughest one on the track when I used to run here. That's a tough one, I'll tell you. But anyway, it's going to be bad if you lose track with somebody or with the.
I'm pretty sure the tunnel turn is Indianapolis actually, because it's 90 degrees. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem with the tunnel turn is it's the only kind of, it's not flat out, but it's the quickest, it's the least lift for any of the corners on the track. And because it's got the most banking, I think it probably has less banking than turn 1, but it's also more open. So if you set your car up to, be kind of loose and to turn, especially through turn 3, it's going to be awfully wicked through the tunnel turn. So I kind of had to, I put together a setup that was a bit of a compromise so that I feel kind of comfortable through the tunnel turn, but it'll still turn through the other two. I know Ivan shared his setup as well, and that was clearly more on the side of wicked loose. But loose is clearly fast for the TVR guys in qualifying.
Yeah. There's another victim of the tunnel turn right there. Number 8, Rick Verhong. Sorry.
It's Verhoeven.
Verhoeven?
That's
yes.
a double OG. That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Rick.
We are on board with Dale Bogatyrev Jr.
Speaking of Dale Jr., I was kind of happy to see him hook up with the NQR guys. That's a wonderful move. He'll do a great job for him.
I'm sure he will. Ooh, and there you can see struggling out of turn 3. Had to get right out of it and drop down a gear. Let's have a look how Ricky Bobby Verhoeven is getting on. I believe he may have some damage on that right front already.
That'll be... I think there'll be a few drivers who pick up damage early in this one. It's so easy just to have the truck track out a little bit and clip the wall. I think there will be very few unwounded trucks by the end of the race.
Well, if it doesn't look second-hand by the end of the race, then you haven't tried hard enough. So he doesn't seem to be handling too bad with that bit of damage. Off the gas nice and early for turn 3. It just seems to go on forever and ever and ever, and you just desperately want to put your foot down and go.
And the other problem with the trucks is that they're limited to 2 gear options, and they're both a little too tall, I think, at least for this track temp. So it really likes to bog down coming out of turn 3, and I think by the end of the stint you might see some people downshifting to 3rd just to give it a little more oomph coming out of the corner.
Mr. Director?
Hello.
When you first put the live up, it was a widescreen. Now it's kind of a narrow screen. It's crunching all the words together. You have any idea what happened there?
I honestly have no idea, Mr. Bill.
Never mind.
I do
It's fine.
apologise. You know I am rubbish at this.
Don't change. The picture's good. Don't worry about it. It's just that it kind of crunches up the stuff that you put over in the left column. That's all. That's no biggie.
Okay, let's see if I can't get a grid up.
Oh, there it is. Okay, starting in the pole position is Buster Crawls, a privateer. Second is Cletus Bauman's, also a privateer. Third, Dick Newitt Jr., nice job in the BSTV Esports green. Fourth, Herb Goebel Sr., BTS Esports. Fifth, Kurt Bletz, privateer. I thought he was BTS. Oh, well. Chase Lewert in sixth place, BTS Esports. And we got Junior Snook Sr., privateer, starting in seventh. Right alongside him in eighth is Ricky Verhoo, privateer. Ninth, Dale Bogotyra, privateer. 10th, Harrison Hoffman, privateer. And 11th, Buck Trendle. I don't know if he's here.
No, I think he disconnected. No, I don't know if he disconnected on purpose or...
Okay. Anyway, they're on their pace lap now. The cream of the crop from the BSTV Esports Truck Series.
Okay, so it is an 80-lap race. What's the fuel strategy, Tyler?
Well, I'm clutching and coasting on the pace lap. It's never a bad choice to be saving fuel, but I don't honestly know the actual fuel strategy for the race. I was just going to kind of run it till it's empty. I know that's very helpful.
Well, it's not a bad tactic, to be honest.
You know me, I'm
enjoy the VTS liveries. Got new ones for the trucks. They look good. Kind of camo.
Not as good as the one I was planning on racing tonight. Okay, so the pace car is going to peel off and we will go green. He's gone. Oh, terrible start there from Cletus.
He really bogged down there, didn't he? All right, so head into turn one. Scooting down there.
Let's see if we can see. Oh, there's somebody round already. And the caution is out on the first corner.
I think that was Cletus Bauman's, I believe.
I believe it was. Let's see if we can have a look. So he got a terrible start. Oh, he's nudging.
Oh,
yeah. Somebody on his right-hand side there.
That's one of the VTS guys. I'm not sure who that was. And now we're going to spin around the grass a little bit, which is easy to do here.
No, I would be very surprised if anybody comes in. Which probably means Tyler will now come in, just to prove me wrong.
No, I'm not going to come in, but if I was somebody from, say, 7th on back, I would think about it. Just, it's always good to kind of, you know, if you're not going to lose that much track position, come down pit road, top off of fuel, extend the stint a little bit.
That'd be really good if you could come in with a couple pals back there, too.
Yeah, well, there's obviously not a huge grid today, so
Yeah,
there's
you
really
don't have,
not much to lose by coming, especially if you're in kind of the back half of the field.
that's right.
It's a little too early for me to think about it from second, but I'd say probably seventh on back. I'd be considering it.
The screen says we're under caution. We still under caution?
We are.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pace trucks on the front straight.
No pace truck, huh?
yeah, they're on the front straight. We just haven't caught them
Okay,
yet.
you gotta catch. That's right. Whoa! Oh, somebody's coming in. I think that's Simon. What's his name? Cletus. Cletus Bauman's coming in. I believe that's him.
It is, yeah. Let's see if we can get some of that rear end damage sorted. So remember, no fast repairs in this.
He's up on the jacks. That's right. Only right side. That's right. They have to use a pump jack on these. No fancy air jacks on these vehicles.
And as it's a nice long lap, it does give you the chance to get your, or at least some of your damage repaired.
Yeah, and
you
also
can get a fair bit repaired without losing a lap. It's, I think, about a 2-ish minute lap under yellow here. So
I was going to say a lot more under caution. That's right.
yeah, the one thing is you don't want to be not caught up to the field by the time it goes green.
Yeah. So if guys get behind like that, it's a long day.
Yeah, and it's only 2 laps of caution, so which is good for us, so we're not pacing around all day. But
And it feels closing in on turn 3. Cletus is still on pit road. He's still got a chance to get out of there before they get there. Hopefully he does. Come on, Cletus.
he's still got plenty. He's got the whole front stretch.
That's true. Okay, you're close to start finish now.
There he goes.
There he goes. Okay, good man. Good man. Looks like he's going to beat the pace truck out.
He is, but now he's got to catch back up.
Yeah, he's got to go like the clappers now. Try not to bin it in the process.
Yeah, really. That's true. Back looks a little better, still twisted here and there, but
Yeah, I think he's got some little
Whoa! uh-oh, that was not good.
What's that then?
He got loose going through the tunnel turn, almost whacked the wall. And he's turned loose out of turn 3 too, but he's held on to it.
Yeah, having driven his setup that he shared, that doesn't surprise me. It's going to be interesting to see what the first lap on these tires is like, because we obviously haven't been going at speed, so there shouldn't be a ton of fall off, but I can't imagine it's, full grip levels.
I wouldn't think so. Did anybody check the track temp? What is it here today?
It is 98 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow, pretty warm.
It was, I think, 105 in practice, so it's actually cooled down a bit.
He's going to catch up to you before you get the green. He's coming on pretty good. Truck's off.
Just gonna make it. And we're green.
And green again. And Buster Crawls still into the lead. Tyler Newitt is second. Being challenged by Kurt Bletz on the inside. Turn 1.
That is the one thing about turn 1 is you can get a pretty good run off the high side, especially if you pinch them down a little bit.
Yep. Okay, we got Crawls, Newitt, Blitz, Schnook, and Bucketira 1 through 5. All still pretty close to each other. They're coming down the, where are you going? Tunnel, nope, it's turn 3. Back onto the front straightaway.
Oh, Buster is loose.
Tricky corner. That's a tricky corner.
Whoa!
Oh, baby.
Someone round in the background.
Somebody lost it.
Oh dear.
I think that is Chase Lowert.
There's a purple colored truck. I don't know. I don't know what color it is. I can't see it. And the pace truck's coming out of the pits. He's coming like gangbusters, catching up with the field. He's going faster than you guys. God, look at that.
At this rate, we might be able to make it to the finish without stopping.
Yeah, really. Oh, here's a replay. Well, he
got into his teammate, didn't he?
He
and
sure
then
did.
Lost it on his own.
Whoa! Boy, oh boy. Cletus almost hit him too. Pretty close.
So let's have a look at that from on board. There you go, nudge into his teammate. And then he's a passenger.
A big long slide right through pit lane. I bet Cletus had a code brown on that one. He darn near got hit by him. Wow. Okay, so they get to trickle around the tricky triangle for a little more.
Let's see if we can.
Oh, you're on board with...
This is on board with Cletus.
Might not be as close as you think, but boy, I'll tell you, it looked it.
It looked close to me.
I'm sure they weren't already going to.
Code brown about now.
Yeah, that was close enough. That was close enough. Good, nice replay there. That really showed it.
I was like, oh, he went in. Didn't even realize it was a fakie. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
And going, our roving reporter Tyler Newitt's going to take a nap out here.
I tried to sell the dummy on pit entry, but nobody around me followed, so I pulled out.
So less than 10 laps and 2 cautions already.
We've got a Weaver in the background there. I don't know who that is. Number 15. Who is that?
Oh, that always helps. That's Junior Snook Senior.
Okay.
You're not going to lose too much track position with this race.
Got enough trouble with their real names, let alone their southern names.
Pretty impressive that Cletus is already back up to 5th after his lap 1 spin.
Yeah, he
got some good stories to tell under the safety
he's
cars.
not bad in the truck. He did pretty well out at in Charlotte too.
Call them pace cars here at the state.
Not sure how he finished, but while he was performing, wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I think he had a good first half of the race, didn't he? And then it went a bit pear-shaped.
Yeah, I believe so. That's right.
Good old safety truck. Damn shame it's a Chevy though.
Good story. Boy,
If you get it when you get as old as I am, if it happened 30 years ago, I'd remember a lot better than last week.
Keep the pace car.
So we shall go green next time round, I think.
Are you eating cake?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know it.
what do you got today or this evening?
Cookie dough cake.
Whoa!
Oh, come on now. Can't say things like that while I'm driving.
His
To
wife
pull over
Katie,
and grab a treat.
his wife Katie is just too good to that man. Let me tell you.
if we keep going at this pace, I can go another 30 laps on fuel. Which won't even get me halfway, so it's definitely at least 2 stops in the race.
If we keep going at this pace, we'll be here till tomorrow.
No kidding. God.
Well, that's true. It's good, though. It means Brian can't get away. So I'm a little worried about that once we go back to green.
Okay, so pace car will peel off. Then we're green. Leader's gone.
Brian gets a hell of a jump off that line, I'll tell you.
He's left it right till the green lights every time, which is tricky for everyone behind him.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh, there's another one going up high. He missed the wall though, fortunately. I got the camera from the space station now, taking pictures here. And we got the helicopter chasing Batman's. Batman's Bauman. He's behind Herb Goebel.
yeah, bit of a battle going on there behind Tyler.
Yeah, there's a little
That's good
threesome
news.
behind.
Sorry, they should be
I
calling
think
him
those
Dick.
TVR guys definitely set their trucks up as loose as can be because Buster was wiggling all over the track ahead of me. Just trying to mind my tires a bit.
You got a pretty good battle behind you. Bletz, Bogatyrev, and Goebel going at it back there. Batman Bauman not too far behind them. Followed by Lumpy Lewert. I should say Thumper Lewert.
Well, yeah, Herb Goebel's doing quite well being where he is because when that last caution came out, he was sideways on the track.
He's doing okay, yep.
Did anyone find the tallow yet?
But Tyler seems to be pulling away from them just slightly.
Yeah, I think Kurt Bletz is just pulling a little bit, isn't he, over Dale Bogatyrev Jr.
Yep.
Attempted pass by Herb Goebel.
Yep, he's going to get him. Tunnel turn, tricky. See how he does. I'm sorry, that was the third corner. Excuse me.
Whoa!
Was that Batman again
That
going
was
sideways?
Batman going sideways there, yes.
Oh, there he is out there again.
He
Okay.
saved it.
Was trying to harass his teammate, Kurt Bletz. Full turn.
We need a safety car.
Whoa, he just missed the wall. Oh,
Herb's car, or Herb's truck, seems to be turning very well.
yeah, it is. He doesn't seem to be able to bring it down on the corner, on the apex though. But yeah, he's doing fine though. 13 laps in. Starting lap 13. Sorry. Tyler must be getting tired of 10 whole laps without a caution.
No, I'm doing fine. Just trying to keep the tires under me, and I'm hoping that Buster's prediction of his front tires not lasting comes true, because otherwise it's going to be a pretty tough challenge to get back up to him.
So actually, a caution right now wouldn't hurt your feelings too much, would it? Probably not.
I'd kind of like for it to stay green for a little while. Get a sense of what
really.
the truck can do on the long run. Maybe save the caution for the end.
Do a famous NASCAR green-white checker pass, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah. The two BTS guys are beginning to drop off Dale by Gutierrez a little bit.
Yeah, good battle here.
Batman's and Thumper Lewert, he didn't want to let him by. And it looks like Junior Schnook is trying to look on the inside of that as well.
And he'll have fresher tires, because he stopped on that second yellow.
That's true. Hasn't gotten by him yet, though, looking. And Junior Snook's making a bid on the inside of Batman. Gonna get him down the front straightaway. Look at that. He's gonna move by two guys. Maybe. Nope, not quite. Gee, this is really bad. We got Pete working his Gazornenplat off, and Wobbly's sick. We got nobody to pick on today.
And I'm in the booth.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're on the track, we'd be talking about you, but it's okay.
Ooh, whoa.
Mr. Snook got a little slap, tail slap on the wall there. Batman saw that. He says, "Oh, well, look at this! Look at this! Oh, baby!" Batman has moved back around Junior Snook. We got Lefty Berhoog trying to move back in on these guys as well. He's beginning to catch up with this little group.
Yeah, good battle this.
It really is.
Oh, it's starting to float in the tunnel.
Ah.
Oh, good move there by Cletus Bowman.
That was.
Oh!
He just got turned there. Wow.
We need to look at that.
Thumper again.
Pace truck is in turn one.
That's too bad. He made a nice pass on that corner. Here's the replay. Nice. He started to come down a little bit too. I don't know.
Let's have a look in slow motion.
BSTV slow motion scene.
He's got it done, but Chase Lewert has got the momentum. Yeah.
You think he wants a lump to match the other side of his hood there, or what?
Yeah. Well, that one was a bit hard to call, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it was dicey.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Wasn't really blatant if he did it on purpose.
No.
Can't really say.
Oh, now they're
Oh,
coming
look
in.
at this. Oh, yeah, look at this. Migration to the pits. And on lap 19, still got 61 laps to go. Nobody stayed out. Whole field's in. Wow.
Oh,
And Batman's is back out.
I think Matt Snook stayed out.
Somebody
He came
is
through the pits,
reversing back a long way. Think that may have been a Lewert.
Now, evidently, I'm missing something here. They must have. Did they say on your radio
should get
to
way
pass
by
the
when we, get to the
Bauman's and the other guy there?
Hoffman.
Yeah, it told us
Okay.
to pass Bauman and Snook.
Okay.
I don't know what Matt did because he would have. I thought he stayed out, but he might have missed his pit stall or something.
Well, he came into the pits and then he left, so I'm not quite sure what was going on there.
Might have been speeding on pit lane.
Oh, that could be. That could be.
Let's see if we can have a quick look.
Okay, there they are coming in for the pit stop.
So it would take a lot of yellows to get to the finish on one more stop. And if you you get a yellow, you're probably going to come to pit lane anyway. So apparently, Junior Snook's penalty was for passing under yellow.
Okay.
And now he's reverse. Oh no, that's not him.
No, he went out already. He's behind
Yeah.
Batman there.
Yeah, if you pass somebody on your way into pit lane, it'll give you a penalty. It's a bit annoying, but
Hey Rick, you need to go to the left lane. Number 8,
Okay.
number 8.
Okay, we got Krauls, Newitt, Bogotyra, Goebel.
The owner of car number plate Y232368 has to move his car.
Hoffman, you gotta get past him, dude.
Yeah, I'm going as fast as I can, mate.
It's like a Delaware restart here.
Yeah, it's like 5 wide.
Good lord.
Pace truck takes the hard left. And we're away again. Ooh, better start from Tyler this time. No.
Be impressed on the
Not
outside,
much you
but
can do from the right side.
another overhead shot from the International Space Station as they go through the tunnel turn. And in that shot, you can see why they call it the tunnel turn, because there's a tunnel underneath it.
Well, we are a quarter of the way through.
21 laps down.
Chase Lewert back in the pits.
And Dale Bogatira doing his darndest, pedaling hard to try to catch up with Dick Newitt.
Yeah, I've seen him take that high line in one a few times now.
Yeah. Tyler mentioned before, going through turn one depends on your tire condition, what you can do up there.
I've seen a few guys taking that high line and making it work. I think it kind of just depends on what setup direction you went with. I'm not sure it's the quickest way with the way I've got the car set up, but definitely some of the guys with a looser setup, I think, are probably doing well up there.
What corner were you concentrating on? Turn 3?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
2 and 3. You could kind of get both of them working good and put together a good lap and get something that was just okay through turn 1, which is what I went with. But I'm definitely losing to Buster Crawls through turn 1 for sure. I'm losing to him pretty much everywhere, but it's most noticeable through turn 1. Oh, he's sideways there, though.
Yeah, down the track. So let's do an on-board lap with Tyler Newitt.
Okay, he's by the start-finish line, heading for turn 1. In the far outside lane. Cuts it down toward the inside. Steady decrease, gonna flare out a little bit toward the wall. Nicely done, down the short chute. Heading toward the tunnel turn, turn 2. Kind of a drifty kind of corner here. As you can see, he's playing with the wheel a little bit. Nice and steady though. Those new Mr. Feelgoods make it feel a little bit better, I'm sure. And turn 3, flat kind of corner. Long as hell, seems like you're in it forever, but it's very critical for this straightaway to get a good speed down here. Well done, that was a nice corner.
Okay, let's do the same with our leader, Buster Crawls, and see if there's any comparison.
Okay, he's heading into turn 1. And he's very high up, coming on down, similar to Tyler's line. Just a bit off the edge a little bit. Right up to the wall, down the short chute toward the tunnel turn. Color of his roll cage wants me to hurl, but oh well. Anyway, tunnel turn now. He's off the edge a little bit. Not bad, pretty steady.
Well, he's definitely loose, isn't he?
Yeah, you can see it, yep. And into the final turn 3, long flat corner. See, he's staying up a little bit because I think the truck is loose. I mean, you go down like right to the apex, it's going to be worse. So there's 2 distinctly different laps, but they both got around without crashing. Excellent. And after 25 laps, we got Buster Crawls, Dick Newitt, Dale Bogatiro Jr., Herb Goebel, and who was it?
Kurt Bletz is in 5th at the moment.
Yep. What name to give him? Rowdy, right?
No, Kurt.
Not Kyle. Kurt. Okay, the older brother to Rowdy. Okay.
I think Dale Bogatiro Jr. has got some speed in that truck.
Well, he's 3 or 4 car lengths back from Tyler, but he's moving along pretty well. He's staying with him pretty decently.
I completely missed the tunnel turn on the last lap, which certainly helped Dale and Buster.
He's supposed to make turns to help you.
Well, I'm trying to do what Buster's doing, which is a really late turn in to the tunnel turn, but I just don't think my truck has that bite in it because I set it up that way. So I think I need to get back to doing my own lines.
Right.
I've definitely moved up about half a lane in turn 1, though, and that seems to have helped my pace through there.
Is that because it's getting looser in the first turn, or what?
No, I think you just can keep the momentum up. And these
okay.
trucks bog down so much in 4th gear that by keeping the momentum up, you can,
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Carry more speed off and into the tunnel turn.
Whoa.
A handful of steering wheel that time.
Yeah,
Whoa.
you don't really want to touch that curb in the tunnel turn.
Definitely not.
Right, now, we do have a curb cam. I have no idea where that is.
It looks like the tunnel turn.
That would make sense.
I think that's the tunnel turn, Clyde.
Okay.
It's kind of the exit side of the tunnel turn, a little bit. See, because they're actually through it already, leaving, kind of like. A nice little battle, 3rd, 4th, and 5th there. 3rd and 4th, I'm sorry. Well, you shouldn't feel alone, Tyler. You got a couple people behind you there.
Well, I kind of wish I did.
Well, they get closer, maybe they make you go faster. I don't know how much drafting you get out of these things.
Whoa, that's not the line.
Oh! Whoa! That was Herb.
Herb whacked that wall pretty hard coming out. He slowed down, too. Okay, 30 of 80 laps finished.
Will we see a green flag stop this run?
Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen Pocono with the new paving job. I assume that gets rid of all those stripes or whatever they call those. They used to call
Seams.
them. Yeah, it's seams. They used to call them pavement snakes or something. I forget what the nickname was. Being a biker, I can tell you, on a wet day, you don't want to hit one of those. Zip like ice. Whoa, Tyler.
I looked down to check my fuel situation for a second.
I thought
Looked
you were
up and I
gonna
was closer to the wall than I wanted to be.
I was gonna say, it looked like you were gonna kiss that son of a gun there for a second. There's a picture, bumper cam of Dale Bogatairo's car behind Tyler Newitt. Slipping into turn 3. And down one of the longest straightaways in NASCAR, where they go. He is sucking up in the back of him, or are you dragging him in? I'm not sure what's happening there. Whoa, he's getting close. It looks like he's making a move to the inside of Tyler.
Don't particularly want to be too wide through the tunnel turn.
The wall. He had to
Whoa.
get out of it. He had to get out of it at the time. Tyler working back on the inside of turn 3. Not a good place to be on the outside either. Okay, and Dale fell back into position behind Tyler. Getting a little draft. Looking to the inside. To turn 1. And you got it done on that turn. Whoa! Is Harrison Hoffman still running?
He's
I
in the
think,
pits.
just made his way to the pit. He was due because he couldn't stop on that last caution because he took the wave around.
Oh, okay. Picture of the tunnel turn from the curb cam. Let's see who's coming through next. Nobody. Is everybody off the track? Be on the other side of the track. Whoa. Funny, the vibration of the camera with these guys going by. It's funny.
I think I've really
Whoa!
Who was that into the wall? Let's see.
That was Ricky Bobby the Who,
Oh,
I think.
yeah, I think you're correct. Yep.
Whoa!
Oh! That man did a couple bouncies off the wall.
It was like one in, all in, wasn't it?
Yeah, really. He's coming into the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, pit window's about open for that second stop.
And a change of jockeys for him. He's had a busy day today, bouncing off the wall. Kurt Blitz, followed by Verhoog. Ricky Bobby Verhoog.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think the race leader's pace is just finally starting to fade a little bit. He's not pulling away like he was every other lap of this stint. Dale's still hanging on pretty well, though.
I was going to wonder, Dale kind of roared by you. I was wondering if he's going to burn down his tires or something here by mistake.
Herb Goebel Sr. hits pit lane. Tyler was actually the quickest car on track the last lap.
Wow.
Oh, it won't be this time, though. Into the wall.
Whoa!
He did everything but hit it that time. Oh, jeez. It's our man, Kurt Blitz. It appears their tires are giving
Leaders
up the
in.
road. Works his way down to the pit stall.
Safely in his box.
He's down and away.
He comes. So, what is our new leader going to do?
He's coming down the short chute, or the turn, or the back. I forget what they call that straightaway. Looks like he's coming in. He's kind of inside, slowing down. Yep. Our second place leader's on pit road. And
there's a
Tyler
caution.
continued.
There's a caution.
Wow.
And
I needed that.
it is Chase Lowert. Let's see what happened. He's fairly beat up anyway.
Let's see what he. Oh, wow.
Oh, who was
baby.
that? I think.
11, can you go?
Was that Kurt Blitz?
I don't know. Wow.
I need to let. Oh no, I
This
can.
car just went straight, kind of into the wall, and bounced off and nailed somebody. I don't know. Who was that? That's who it is right there, whoever that is.
That could have been Bogatyrev.
Bogatire was entering the pits when the yellow came out.
There's another one crunched behind him.
Let's have another look.
Okay, slow-mo.
Was it?
He just locks it right up. Slams the wall. 15.
It was 16.
16, oh.
That was Harrison Hoffman.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Harrison, if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all, that guy. Oh.
Let's have a look from on board. Don't think there's going to be a great deal he can do with this. There's the truck in the wall. No. Nothing he can do there.
Nah.
So,
Well,
that shook things up a little bit.
yeah,
Just a touch. I'm getting my hood beaten back into shape.
And that's the bonnet for our English listeners.
Yes, sorry. We're in America, though. So.
I know. Well, after 43 laps on cautions, still, this is our fourth caution of the day. We got Buster Crawls in first. Kurt Bletz in second. We're showing Billy Bob Burhog in third. And let's see, Dale Bogatire Jr. in fourth. Dick Newitt Sr. in fifth. Ivan Bauman sixth. And Thumper Lewert, I don't know what's happened to him. He's probably in the pits, along with Happy Hoffman. He's got a problem also, I think. I don't know what's happened to Snook. Is he out?
Yeah.
He just expected, yeah.
He said on the chat that he was told to go to the end of the line, and he did, and then 3 laps later he got DQ'd. So I would guess he didn't make it all the way to the end of the line. And got a black flag and didn't realise.
So that safety car screwed with some strategy, didn't it?
Damn rules. That kind of stuff on.
So we've seen all night that Dick Newitt Jr. has had absolutely nothing for Buster Crawls on the restarts. Let's see if Kurt Bletz can do any better.
I was going to say, I can't imagine I'd have much more starting from 6th.
Coming off the third turn. Pace truck's in.
Green flag, green flag.
And the answer is no.
I think he's getting a shot of nitrous to take off there. Whoa. Tyler Lewis jumped up to 4th on the restart behind Dale Bogatira Jr., putting the pressure on him. We got Buck Crawls, Kurt Bletz, Dale Bogatira, and let's see, we have Dick Newitt in 4th, and Billy Bob Berhu in 5th.
Yeah, looks like Dale Bogatira has definitely got a long run truck.
Yeah, both of them take that turn a little bit. Tyler does.
Yeah, unless we get a mistake from our leader, I think these 3 cars are fighting for 2nd place. But we know how easy it is to make a mistake round here.
Certainly is. And distinctly different lines through that turn 1.
It's tough being the 3rd car in line because I can't suck up to the back of Dale here because he's getting the pull from Kurt. I'd really like to get by him, but there's not much I can do.
Well, you're coming up with 30 laps to go. You still got plenty of opportunity. It can come about.
I'm a little more worried about the rapidly disappearing Buster Crawls.
Well, with you guys fighting like this, I'm not sure. Well, you're not really super involved fighting here, but just the same, he seems to be pretty quick.
Yeah, I was hoping. Obviously, I had a few lap pressure tires because I pit under the yellow. I was hoping that would help a little bit, but doesn't seem to be yet.
It fell back a couple more than I thought you would on that pit stop. That kind of surprised me.
I did come back down pit road. Well, I got damage repair the first time, and then I came back down pit road to
Well, all right.
top off with fuel. So
Oh, okay, gotcha. Here's the curb cam at the tunnel turn. Nobody wants to come into the tunnel turn camera there. Where are you? Hello?
I think they're skipping it every time we
That must be.
go on board there.
There you go. There actually is somebody coming through the tunnel turn. Ivan Batman's. I just saw him.
I think that camera must be in some turn other than the tunnel turn. I think it might be turn 1.
Really? It
Because
doesn't look
Ivan's
like...
about 13 seconds back of me, and I just went through the tunnel.
Yeah, I don't think it's the tunnel turn.
There's a pass for third.
Yep, just saw that. Yep, Dick Newitt's gotten by Dale Bogatyrov Jr., who's trying to get that place back going down the front straight.
Was you loose there, Tyler, or did he move you?
No, I took a defensive line. Tires
Okay.
are starting to feel a bit secondhand.
So Kurt Bletz has come from nowhere, really, Bill. We didn't really see him up there in the first half of the race, did we? And now he's sitting quite comfortably in second.
Yeah, he's kind of removed himself from his teammates because I guess he didn't want to get thumped, and he's doing pretty well so far. And I think he's new to us here, isn't he? I don't think he ran the first race. I don't remember him being there.
I think he might have, but then I have been known to be wrong, but I will have a look.
I think he ran the media day, but not the actual first race.
Yeah, okay.
If memory serves.
I don't think he was at Charlotte. I don't believe so.
He certainly was.
Ah.
See, memory's gone. What can I tell you? Where are we again? Oh, yeah, Pocono. That's right. Got 25 laps to go. We need another stop, right, Tyler?
Yep, one more stop.
Okay, thank you.
I'd say the pit window opens in probably about 3 laps, but most of us in this front group can go at least another 8 or so.
Okay.
Herb's in now.
So he's trying to back time it. The undercut's going to be strong here. But I feel like I want to have fresh tires at the end if we get a late yellow.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, me and Kurt both missed the tunnel turn there.
And Dale's licking his chops, noticing he's right on your bumper now.
So wide entry into one again.
Kurt Bletz was right up at that wall coming out, too. Ooh, it's close. Dick knew it's closing in on him there, too. Into the tunnel turn. Looking inside. Got him thinking. Turn 3, really critical corner. See how they all make it through this one. That was right down on the bumper. Kurt was a little bit wide.
Oh,
and Nikolai's into the pits.
Yeah, he's going for that undercut, and he's probably going to get it. I think the only move here is to stay out as long as I can and try and get him on the overcut.
Like you said, have better tires for the last 10 or 15 laps, too.
Well, yeah, he's going to have, at least through the first couple laps, almost a 1.5 seconds advantage on those fresh tires, so it's going to be pretty significant.
He's talking about them Mr. Feelgoods, they call them.
That they do.
Oh, and he's looking inside of Kurt. Looks like you're going to get him, too. Side by side.
It's tough to make a pass stick around here.
Well, especially stream like that, too. It's really tough.
So something happened on Bogatyrev's pit stop.
Oh boy. Not going to help his chances. He's showing currently in 6th place. Here comes a replay. He's entering the pits. Right side's up. And it looks like he only took right side tires.
And then the very next lap.
Whoa.
I have to say, Marcus is putting up quite more of a fight than I expected him to. He is quicker than he looks. He's running some kind of unorthodox lines, but they're working for him.
That's not going to help Dale here.
That looks like a stop-go penalty.
Oh.
Okay. Because he's just sitting there, not doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution.
A yellow flag.
Sorry, Marcus.
Okay, let's have a look what happened there.
He had some help. Unfortunately.
Oh, he certainly
Oh.
did.
Ooch.
I was just showing my nose. I wasn't planning on actually ducking inside for the corner, but I guess there was more overlap than it looked like on my end. I don't know if he was moving left or I was moving right or what, but it's unfortunate. Hope he didn't pick up too much damage.
Pace truck is exiting turn 1.
He whacked the wall pretty good, and I'm not sure. Didn't really see it that close. Okay, we're under a caution again. The 5th one of the day. 17 laps to go. So if we restart, should be 15 laps to go. Okay. You haven't stopped yet either, have you?
No, but the driver this might work out for is Mr. Bogatyrev. Or is he a lap down?
He is a lap down.
That's not going to help then.
No.
Although
Must
he
have a speeding or
is,
something.
well, he's in the lucky dog position.
Yeah, but he'll still go to the back of the line, and he won't have tires as fresh as the rest of us. Although I think Herb Goebel will get some track position with us.
Okay, we got a circus line coming into the pits.
Nobody risking two.
And Buck Crawls is down. Ivan Batmans is down, and so is Dick Newitt. He's coming out as well.
So Herb Goebel stayed out.
Yeah, he already made his final stop
Truck
first.
back stretch headed to turn 2.
That's right. He was trying to do an undercut there. That's right.
Yep. And he did.
Yeah, well, that caution didn't hurt him too much. That's for sure.
Yeah, my only hope is that Herb can get a good restart and keep Buster behind him for a bit.
How come Batman's ahead of you? He's a lap down, isn't he?
It'll get filtered to the back once we get the one to go.
Oh, that's right. Past the 188 car.
268.
Well, whatever.
Don't tell anybody, but I did not take enough fuel for a green-white checkered, so
We're not
hopefully
gonna
we go.
We're not
Hopefully we go green to the end.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
So we'll go green on, what, 14 to go? 15 to go.
Pace car turn 1, number 8, where are you?
Alright, man. Like it back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Guess we're not going green.
I just heard that.
Somebody spin or something?
I don't know, Clyde.
What's this? Mr. Bogatyrov slow on the front stretch.
He's wobbling back and forth like he's got a... What's going on with him?
Technical issue, maybe?
Maybe. That's what I was thinking too. Maybe he's got a internet problem or something. He's underway now, but I don't understand.
Number 8. Lap, please. Number 8.
Almost like his steering wheel came off. Did you notice that, Clyde? He's got a
Yeah.
wiggling back and forth.
Yeah, don't quite know what happened there.
Number 8. Vic, you need to pass me.
I think if you just come to a stop, he'll figure it out.
Vic, pass me.
I don't know if he has voice chat on.
This is in 4th position. The caution helped his situation, spinning off the track there.
It may have helped Tyler's fuel situation as well.
Maybe.
The extra lap doesn't hurt, but I was kind of hoping for a similar situation to last time where I was the last car to stay out, and then the yellow came out. Oh well. Good restart'll make a world of difference. You can bet Herb Goebel's going to be getting a push here.
I'm going to say you're down on the inside this time.
Yeah, I'd much rather be here than P2 at the start. It's been tough going.
I don't know why the guys behind you aren't filtering into where they're supposed to be. They're like all over the place.
I think they all had... They either came down pit road again or they had penalties or something, so they're all the end of the longest line, which is the inside line,
Oh, okay.
if I had to guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dale would be because he got the wave by, and then both Rick and Kurt
That's right.
spent a while in the pits. So
Okay, so we're about to go green.
14 more circuits around Pocono,
Green, green, green.
and they're away.
Ooh,
Wow.
Buster was loose there. Tyler's changed allegiances.
And Herb's cut in front of him. Just had Tyler looking inside of Herb there, going in the tunnel turn.
Yeah, Herb really fired it in there and lost out on the exit.
And this truck appears to be right there. Nice shot from the front bumper of Dick Newitt's car. Pulls out of the stream, down into the turn one. Done, good pass. Herb trying to fight back on the inside. He's not going to get it, I don't think.
you just don't want to go too wide through the tunnel turn. I backed out of it last time, so nice to see Stefan backing out of it this time. It's just too risky.
Not much room for error there, really.
No, there is not.
Got a little battle.
10 to go.
Little battle toward the back with Ivan Batmans. Who else is that with him?
He's got Ricky, Bobby, Verhoo, and Kurt Bletz there.
Okay. Oh! Side of that car's been worn off a couple times today. Jeez. Sure Tyler can the famous slide into the outside of the tunnel turn exit.
Yeah, did that. Yeah, Buster's just a tenth or two better than me in every corner, which is tough to overcome.
Well, he hasn't done a lot wrong today, that's for sure.
No.
He's really very good on restarts too. Boy, he really fires out there quickly. Of course, you have an advantage. Everybody's got to wait for the leader to go, so you do have a split second extra there. Okay, coming down the home stretch now, we got Buck Crawls, Dick Newitt, Herb Goebel, Senior.
If I wasn't already out of it, that would have done it.
Uh-oh. Caution.
Uh-oh. I believe that was Kurt Bletz.
Oh, boy. What's he doing? That's weird.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Strange.
Well, that'll shake things up.
That also looked like a connection problem, didn't it, Clyde? Looks strange.
Yeah. So it's not quite going to be a green-white checker.
No, it's probably restarting maybe 4 or 3 laps to go, looks like.
Pace truck exiting turn 1.
It's our 8th caution of the day.
Yeah, I believe we're going to restart with 3 laps to go.
Is anyone going to try fresh tyres?
I'll tell you after we pass the pit entrance.
Well, we can do that. I can bet your boots Buck Crawl's not going to pet, that's for sure.
If I was Dale or Ricky Bobby, I would go
Yeah,
for new
why
tyres.
not? Why not?
For Tyler, and Herb, it's basically do the opposite to what Brian does. Is what I would do anyway. Brian faked it.
And
Tyler's come
wow.
in.
Wow.
Interesting call, good sir.
He's going to need all the laps he can get, I think, but we'll see.
Whatever you did.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure
And
out.
Ivan
what I'm gonna
Batman's
do
with a
right now.
familiar wave around. It's not his first time today.
What's the worst that could happen?
And Herb
right?
Goebel stayed out as well.
Yeah, I think Herb was probably the only one that decided as soon as the caution came out that he wasn't coming in because he didn't move.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of pulling out of the pits in third gear, so Dale got the jump on me.
Well, on the restart, though, I think you're going to be inside second row. That may not be so bad either, though.
Probably outside second row.
Outside, yeah.
Oh, shoot, that's right, yeah. Why am I thinking Delaware restart? I don't know. All the races I've been watching lately, they use that starting system. Restarting system, excuse me.
I think we need the choose rule. I like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
It would be nice. I didn't stop to take the repairs because I wanted to be first off pit lane. So looks like Nikolai's a little bent up too, so we might both have some damage that'll slow us down, but it'll be interesting.
I don't think Herb's car is totally straight either, to be honest.
I think unfortunately Herb is probably in the worst position on this restart.
Yep.
Oldest tires and second place. But you never know. Good jump and a quick yellow, he could win it.
Or you might overdrive, get out of the groove, and sneaky little Tyler will sneak right through there.
Don't give him my strategy, Bill.
So coming up on the restart with 3 to go. Pace trucks in,
Green flag.
and we're green.
Okay, this is it. And Buck got a good start. Nikolai trying to go the inside of Herb. Tyler down to the inside. Whoa. Gets cut off by...
Whoa!
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 Uh-oh.
Well,
Sorry.
they sorted it all out.
Now, Kurt came from the back there pretty strong. Right along the side, Dale Jr. Oh, caught the wall onto the front straight. That doesn't help. He's to them. 2 laps to go.
Brian's pace is insane.
Shit. He's got to have nitrous or something on that thing. God almighty.
Okay, white flag is out.
Okay, Tyler, push to pass. Come on, use them all.
I already tried that. I got the wall out of the tunnel turn last time, so I think I'm going to settle for second here.
Now, Mr. Crawls is looking pretty good at this point. Here he comes out of turn 3 onto the final front straightaway.
Yeah.
Checkers out.
Buster Crawls wins at Pocono with Dick Newitt in second. Dale Bogotyrev Jr. comes home third. Ricky Bobby Verhoo in fourth. And Herb Goebel Sr. in fifth. Okay.
Pretty convincing fashion that he won that race. Did a great job.
Yeah. He certainly did, didn't he?
Okay, looks like our results are up already. Buster Crawls comes home first. That's his second win here. Won last week as well. Dick Newitt came in second. Good run. Hung in there all day long. Dale Bogotyrev third. He had his ups and downs, but he came back to finish third. Well done. Ricky Verhoo, who's not really up there all day long, ended up finishing fourth. Herb Goebel fifth. Kurt Bletz in sixth. Cletus Bauman seventh, 2 laps down. Chase Lewert eighth, 40 laps down. What? That's true. He did leave. That's right. Harrison Hoffman, 44 laps down in ninth. Junior Snook in 10th, 44 laps. I said that already. That's right. And Buck Trendle signed off before we started, so too bad. We missed him. Now I got some victory donuts. I'm glad Denny What's-His-Face ain't around to block him from doing it this week. How ridiculous was that? My God.
Okay, so let's bring in our race winner straight away whilst he's in the middle of doing his donuts. So, Buster Crawls, welcome to the booth again.
Yes, good evening, guys.
Fairly convincing win for you tonight. Led lots of laps. Nobody really had anything for you on the restarts, and the longer the runs went on, the more you managed to extend your leads.
Yeah, I was kind of worried coming into this one, I'm not going to lie. When I was testing last week, I felt like it was going quite slow because the truck tends to bog down out of the corners. It's just the way it's set up to get the top speeds of this track. But in practice, I thought I was okay in speed, and then I kind of built it out in qualifying. I was just going to try and see what the pace of the rest was and manage tires, because I realized the tires was going to be a big key in this track. So, yeah, as soon as I pulled away about a second, which I couldn't believe it was that quick. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, the engine blew up.
Well, they were hoping for that before the checkered flag.
So, yeah, as soon as I pull away for that gap, I was just trying to manage tires and roll through the corners as much as I can.
Yeah, well, we had Tyler with us in the booth tonight. Obviously, he did a lot of staring at your rear end that was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. But he was saying that you was just a tenth or two better in every single corner, and there was just nothing he could do about it.
Well, I was debating on saying this because it's just going to sound like I'm a prick, but I was just really rolling through the corners. I barely used the brake, just trying to get into it as smooth as I can. I was going as slow as I could, trying to manage the gap. To just save that right front tire, because that was so important in this race, and I feel like that's what the others didn't do as much, is try and save that tire, which ultimately gives you so much more speed at the end of a stint.
Yeah, certainly does. So 2 wins on the trot. Next time out, we go to the lottery that is Daytona. Now, as we know, that is somewhere that anything can happen.
Indeed, it is. I myself have managed to win at Daytona in the Vertex Series before, so I guess I kind of know what I'm doing. But as you said, it's a lottery, so it'll depend on circumstances. But I'm certainly going to try and pull another win out of the hat.
And why not? Before we let you go, any shout outs you want to give?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to my teammate Ivan for standing by me. He's had a rough couple of races now. He's got so much pace, but just hasn't been able to show it. So it'll all get better. To the rest of the team, Jason and all the guys, to the guys at Vertex, racing for Luby as well. Yeah, that's about it.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on another win, and we'll hopefully see you next time out at Daytona.
Yes, sir. Have a good evening, guys.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. Well, that was short and sweet. We only had the one interview tonight. Tyler, give us a race recap from the driver's seat.
Yeah, I think it was one of those instances. We kind of see it a lot, actually, with the TCRs where, I think that I and maybe Nikolai and maybe Marcus as well could have kept up with Brian there on a couple of the stints, but you kind of get to fighting one another and he slips away into the distance, and he talks about saving the tires. I was certainly using them up, trying to battle with Nikolai and with Marcus there. So it was not easy in that regard, but I'm kind of looking forward to Daytona because I do like the plate tracks, and I feel like I'm pretty good at them. And hopefully I'll have my teammates back so they can help me out there. But no, it was a good race. I feel bad for Marcus, first of all, because I just straight up dumped him. But for the other drivers who got caught up in stuff early, because that's no fun. But hopefully we get a little bit of a better turnout next time, and I'm sure we will at Daytona. Keep it going, and hopefully I can make some inroads on the championship, because so far it hasn't been good 2 races for that.
And Bill, not many trucks on the track tonight, but Pocono proving to be as difficult and as awkward as normal.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing we didn't have more people, but put on a pretty decent show considering we didn't have a lot of trucks. And special thanks to Tyler for giving us an in-car, help tonight. Commentary really helps out a lot. Nice to have a view from inside there. He did a great job. I know, he had to fight everybody, and Brian had clean air, got a good jump, and I'm not putting Brian down. He did a great job, had a wonderful race, but Tyler did a good job too. So, but it was fun to watch, and hopefully Daytona. I think Daytona will put on a good show, and as everybody's kind of alluded, I think we're going to have more people there. I certainly hope so.
Yeah, I think we will. So, we've only got one race next week because we've all got a weekend off, which is very good. So, on Wednesday, we are in GT4 TCR action from Road Atlanta. Make sure you tune in for that. As usual, make sure you drop this video a like, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you follow us on Facebook so you never miss the action. Big thanks to people on the chat, to all the drivers that turned up tonight, to Tyler for commentating whilst driving, and to Bill for joining me in the booth. I shall say goodnight. Let the guys say goodnight, and then we'll close the broadcast. So, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, good night, everybody, and thanks for joining us. Looking forward to Daytona, and we'll see you down the road.
Yep. Good night, everybody. See you next time.